Hello everyone, friends and subscribers, Colonel Wisdom here. This is going to be an addendum to my last video titled The Concept of Genderqueer, What Are Your Thoughts? It's going to be an addendum and also sort of a semi-reply to one of the users in that forum who left a comment, Rang3r34. I mean, is that how you pronounce your name? I think so. This is also going to be applied to Rang3r34 because, and the reason why I'm replying to this user and why I'm also making an addendum to this video is because I feel like judging by most of the comments I got on that video and like the lack of activity in that forum, and also my initial like to dislike ratio. See, I actually posted last week. I was like, what could be so unlikable about this video? Like, I didn't get it. But when I posted that, it was when I had one thumbs up and like 4 thumbs down, and it confused me because, and hey, I got no problem with differing opinions or thumbs down, but I like to know like what the motive is or for what reason. And I realized, and I had uploaded that video like 2 days after my Debsterism video, and at the time my Debsterism video had like 13 likes, and it didn't get a dislike until recently, like 2 days ago. So I would figure that if the 4 thumbs down just came from like people who just like blindly can't stand me or can't stand my views or whatever, then I would see some dislikes on Debsterism's video, but I didn't, on the video on her, but I didn't. So that sort of confused me. Then I was looking at some of the comments I started to get, and I was like, oh, now I know why I got so many dislikes on this one, because people misinterpreted what I was like talking about, or what the point I was trying to convey with my genderqueer video. And part of that is my fault because, granted, I was all over the place, but I tend to be kind of all over the place in all my videos because I don't script these ever. Sometimes I'll have ideas bouncing around in my head before I get on camera, but no, I don't script these. I just don't have the time or the motivation to script. But so I think I figured it out, and I think a lot of people interpreted that video as me either defending homosexuality or transgendered identity, or me wanting to open up a discussion about either of those things, and it wasn't about that. My video, it wasn't about homosexuality, it wasn't about transgender people, it wasn't about cross-dressing people, none of that. It really wasn't. And again, that's partially my fault because I just got interested in like maybe 2 definitions of genderqueer on Urban Dictionary, and those were the 2 definitions I was focused on, not what most people consider it, apparently. Because, as I said, the user Girl Writes What, she refers to herself as genderqueer. But I think if anybody was just looking at Girl Writes What and looking at her demeanor and her appearance, I don't think anybody would come to that conclusion about her. To me, she just looks like, an average random lady with short hair, who just happens to have short hair. A lot of heterosexual women have hair like that. So yeah, my video wasn't about homosexuality. It wasn't about debating it, nor defending it. And I think Rang3r34, as I said, out of all the people who commented on the forum, he mainly got the gist of what I was trying to convey out of everybody, even though he said something I disagree with, which I'm going to get into. I'm going to read part of his comment. Well, you sound awesome to me. I love anime, manga, and video games as they are my life. My take on genderqueer is that it's just another fad word used by people that want to have a lifestyle accepted by the mainstream. The whole do as thou wilt thing. I don't know, just some out there thoughts. So yeah, this is mainly what I was talking about, like people being a gender and like having interests or certain worldviews that are sort of not typical of that gender. And I wasn't really talking about sexual identity or overall gender identity. Just what we in the Western world primarily, because as I said, it's really not a big deal in other parts of the country, but here in like America and a lot of westernized nations, how we view how a woman is supposed to think or how a man is supposed to think. And I don't know, I just found that interesting because, oh, and to address Rang3r34's comment on the why you think genderqueer is a fad word and why it's used about the lifestyle for people who want that lifestyle to be accepted by mainstream. I think the opposite, actually. I think it's mainly like a hipster thing, like people who are considered to have like atypical interests to their gender. I think they want to like make it seem like they're above other people or like smarter than other people, or they think outside the box or whatever, and maybe that's why they came up with that. I think it's like sort of saying, yeah, I'm not mainstream or whatever, because there's a group of like hipsters that sort of do that sort of thing. So I do think you're partially right, but overall you got that it wasn't about sexuality. So thank you for your comment. But I don't know, the whole topic interested me because, as I said, I don't think a lot of times people, both offline or online, consider me to be like biased for male interest or something, and I don't see it that way. I think I don't think I'm a special little snowflake just because I'm female and I prefer like comic book shopping to clothes shopping, or because I prefer sci-fi movies to romantic movies. I don't think it's that serious, but other people like think it's that serious. And like here on YouTube, you can never be a female MRA without both genders thinking like something like you have some ulterior motive, or like something is up with you. Because even some of the people whose videos I enjoy and subscribe to, like they'll talk about women who have mostly male friends or all male friends. They say, oh well she's a hoe, or she's either a hoe or she's just using the men so they could do nice stuff with her because she throws the promise of sex in their face or something. And I'm like, well, when I was growing up and I had male friends, I never did that, I mean, I just don't get it. Like I just don't get why like society thinks that way. And I don't know, I just wanted to know like what was up with that. If I figured maybe somebody out there could relate, or if they knew of a similar person. Because yeah, I've never been referred to as masculine or butch in my lifetime. Just eccentric, really. And as I said, I don't think it's a big deal. It's how other people react to me. And speaking of which, I think I'm going to use this, even though it wasn't the initial reason I did this video. Because I was going to do this video like last week. I didn't have the time, and I've been preoccupied with stuff. But since then, things have been happening, and I think it should be addressed. It should be addressed publicly. But I'm not going to bother to devote a video to it because it's all really ridiculous. But I'm going to be having a new policy on my channel. And as you guys know, you guys who have been following me for months now, you know how I feel about censorship and that I like to give people, open. I like to have the forum open to people who are interested in a legitimate debate. You don't have to agree with me to have access to my channel, and you don't even have to be civil to me to have access to my channel if you don't want to. But if you're coming to like just spam my videos or spam anything, or if you come here with racist comments, then yeah, I will have to block you. But now I'm going to be adding a new policy to how I interact with people on this website. if you're a ghost account, or if you're somebody who has your channel set to unavailable, I'm not talking to you. And that's regardless of if your if your comments are supporting me or not. I'm just not gonna communicate with you at all. Now, if you're, and the reason why I did that is because, and I was reluctant to have this policy, because for a while, for like the first year and a half when I had my Valchan channel, for a while that could have been considered a ghost account if you just looked at it, because it had like, I think it had some views at the time, but it had no subscribers and no favorites and no nothing, no background, no real information. It was just a blank page. It was just a blank page being used by a user, and I wasn't making inflammatory comments. It's just that I wasn't active on YouTube like that. I was active on maybe 2 other websites, so I just had my YouTube account just to comment on any video I wanted to at the time if I felt like it, or just to have access to the things that were considered to be inappropriate for the under 18 crowd. But videos like that happen even if they're not porn. So it wasn't about that either. Just to just have access to stuff and just to comment when I wanted. I wasn't really interested in setting up a style to that channel until much later. So I don't want to be bigoted and discriminate against well, not bigoted, because it's just the internet, but judge people on the fact that they have nothing on their channel. I didn't want to do that to people, but now I see that I kind of have no choice, because I've realized that YouTube is set up so stupidly that people sort of will attack you because of this guilt by association thing. Most people, the majority of people who have a problem with my views is based on either who I'm associated with or what I said to some person. It's not based on anything I say on my channel. Very few people attack me based on what I actually say. It's just on pretty much who I'm subscribed to or who watches my videos, basically. And it's getting rather irritating. If you're going to have a problem with me, do it based on something I said, not based on your assumptions of who I'm associated with or whatever. Because I don't think it's that serious. If I enjoy your comments or your views, I'm gonna subscribe to you. It's just that simple. It doesn't mean I'm just obsessed with you, or I just worship you or anything. But a lot of people, they've interpreted that for some reason. And what happened lately is that some ghost account was getting a rise out of this person. I was ignoring it till the ghost account said something I agreed with. Then I did a comment amening the ghost account, not knowing it was a ghost account, not knowing or caring. And since this person was a ghost account, and since I was the only person that said a comment towards this ghost account, then I got pegged as being this ghost account. So yeah, it's just gotten annoying. And I think this happens because I've noticed, with ghost accounts, you have no real ammo against them. All you could tell them is generic stuff like, oh, get a life, or you're a coward because you don't show your face or whatever, and which is all true. But if you're somebody who puts yourself out there, who puts either some of your info out there or puts your image out there, or even if you just have videos, uploading your opinions on various topics, then people have some ammo against you. But if you're a ghost account, nobody has ammo against you. Therefore, so the person being attacked by the ghost account can have some type of ammo, they have to associate any person that they have ammo against with the ghost account. You see what I mean? I'm sorry, I'm rambling again. If this gets 12 dislikes, I won't really care, because I'm just kind of like venting about something. But you guys know what I mean. If you had a ghost account ever harass you, and you see they have nothing up there, but they're attacking you either for your voice, or for your appearance, or for what views you have, and they have nothing to show for it, it does get kind of irritating. But so yeah, I've gotten to the point that, like, I'm not even gonna, like, give these people power or, like, entertain them by talking to them, even if they agree with me about something, or even if they post an agreeable comment on my channel. If you have your channel set to unavailable, or it's empty, it looks like a ghost account, I'm not going to engage you, and I hope my fellow commentators don't either, but I have no control over what they do. Which reminds me, what else was I going to say? Oh yeah, the one exception to this rule is Jack Doodle, aka the Big Bad Wolf, and that's because I know who this user is. I know why they set up the other Jack Doodle account. I've been talking to this user for, like, long before I had this channel. So yeah, the one exception is him, because I think he's gonna be building up his Jack Doodle account so that it's not empty. But yeah, I should have seen this guilt by association crap coming when I saw what happened to Rang3r34, where he kept getting trolled by dozens of users by this guy who was flagged by TFL. Now, Rang3r34 himself isn't a TFLer, but he had the TFL guy who flagged those videos was associated with him or subscribed to him or his videos, and then those people viewed Rang3r34 as one of the flaggers, even though he wasn't, and as a part of TFL, even though he's not, and just started wailing on him about it. So yeah, that just happens, and it really takes the enjoyment out of YouTube, because I don't take this seriously. I just speak my opinions, and that's it. My opinions, my videos aren't meant to be inflammatory. They're not meant to alienate anybody. They're not meant to alienate a gender. I view a lot of the stuff I talk about as just common sense, but for some reason society views it as me being biased for men. But I think a lot of this is common sense. A lot of what I talk about would benefit men and women, but because people can't accept criticism, because it's human nature not to accept any criticism, even if it's not directed at you personally, even if it's just directed to your group, then it gets registered as, like, bashing or propaganda when it really isn't. But whatever. So yeah, they probably should have hit upload this video now, because I didn't have my thoughts quite together, and I don't know, I guess the whole genderqueer thing, if you're a heterosexual, doesn't exist, but, like, because my interests and my worldviews are considered unorthodox for my gender, I was wondering if there was such a thing as a heterosexual genderqueer person, but maybe not. Okay, that's it. Sorry that this bored you guys. So I don't know, I really don't know what's next. I'm considering taking my videos in response to swoop films on black women and AIDS. I'm considering taking those down and then, like, maybe re-uploading a long video on it, because I really had something important to say in those videos, but the audio quality is really bad, and I wanted those videos to, like, get more shine and get more attention, because I think they're really important, but the audio is so bad that I can see why people lose interest and lose patience and just cut them off. Okay, that's it. Colonel Wisdom out. Good night, everybody.